Very difficult conditions out here tonight. These red weather warnings are not issued lightly. Reports of wave heights out to sea reaching 9-10 meters high, but there are very treacherous conditions out on the roads with those gusting winds, falling debris. The red alert, of course, meaning there is a potential risk to life.
The walk from Moslem Bay to South Shields was treacherous. Her mask was pulled to her cheeks and hood down over her eyebrows. What remained exposed were her eyes, squinted to see the bare minimum. The Teignmouth Pier lighthouse gave the only sense of bearing in the darkness, though it didn't seem to be getting any closer. The wind pushed and pulled, her feet sunk into the muddy ground, unable to move.
Four rocks stood proudly ahead of her.
The constant drill of the rain against the rock filling her ears. Sand and rock wrestle with each other. A low baritone whistle escaped from the gaps between the rocks, orchestrated by the blow of the wind and the impact of the water. The storm was pure chaos, stretching time. Every drip could be heard. Waves crept towards her. The rain drowned her. The debris flicked at her skin. When she finally returns home, she peels off her clothes and leaves them to dry on the electric heater. She then gathers wood and kindles a fire at the fireplace to keep warm before watching the storm through the window. The sound of the cyclone echoes through the earth, shaking her to the core and leaving her restless till the storm begins to fade. When she wakes up on the beach, the water is almost still. The sound of the waves echo softly on the cliff face and rustle over the pebbles at the north side. The sea sprays a refreshing mist through the assemblage of rocks at the front of the bedroom. It receives light at this time of the day when the sun is rising. She lays for a while on the sleeping platform under the sun until the tide is too high. She then makes her way to the kitchen.
She collects a bucket and tackle
and heads for the fishing platform, soon returning to the hearth to cook her first meal. When the tide rises at noon, she lies down and watches the water fly over her head. Not a drop of water hits her. What a spectacle. The four rocks that stand proudly in front of her have been placed by weather, the gaps between them carved. Each measuring over 3 meters tall and casting large shadows with the low southeasterly sun. Their presence was dignified. These rocks feel the wrath of the sea every day, waves coming up and down, up and down, up and down. Tide going up and down.
Once and then twice.
The space is only formed during high tide, twice a day where the water cascades in an arc over the rocky floor. When the sun sets, she sits by the hearth next to the warmth of the everlasting fire, the flickering flame illuminating her face, and once it gets dark, she goes to sleep on the beach. Space has been constructed by weather. Home has been deconstructed. When the storm is coming, the alarm sounds. A sudden drop in the atmospheric pressure triggers the bells. She walks swiftly through the corridors, partially protected from the high-speed winds, until she reaches the shielded bunker. When underground, she lights the candles and waits until the storm passes.